massive, magnificent stone barrier snakes along the mountaintop of China. A lone guard patrols it, all quiet till whoosh, the fallen swoop over him, knocking off his helmet. It flies upward, ripping the imperial flag from a pole. The crescent moon shines. The guard follows as the bird drops the flag. It flutters over the wall, revealing a dark, ominous man in shadow, clinging to the side. He grasps the guard before he can scream, lifting him into the air as hundreds of grappling hooks clap onto the wall in the garrison. Startled guards look up as the shadow man enters the sanctuary. As he raises his distinctive curved wood, enters scene. Door busts open. The Emperor, his aide, Chi Fu, and several men quickly enter. A carved war room, a huge model of China in its center. Emperor, your report, General? The General steps through a section of the Great Wall. General, the Huns crossed our border. Here, Your Majesty. Chi Fu, impossible. No one can get through the Great Wall. Emperor holds up his hands. General, Shan Yu is leading them. Continue. Sharp intakes. This is no ordinary invader. Men. Shan Yu. The general strides across the model with his pointer. General. He's already destroyed one village and expected to reach the imperial city in a matter of weeks. We'll set up defenses around the city immediately. Emperor. No, send the troops out to stop him. General. But you will be left unprotected. The Emperor slams the pointer. I'll not let him take the life of any more of my people. The general nods respectfully. Chi Fu. Chi Fu stands at attention. Yes, Your Highness. Emperor. Deliver conscription notices throughout all the provinces. Call up reserves and as many recruits as possible. General. Forgive me, Your Majesty, but I believe our present force would be sufficient to stop him. Emperor. I won't take any chances, General. A single grain of rice tipped the scale. One man may be the difference between victory and defeat. As he stares out the pale crescent moon, enters scene Mulan's bedroom. Clothes on a bowl of rice. A pair of chopsticks reach for a mouthful. Pan up to reveal Mulan, a high-spirited girl of 17, reading a scroll, copying notes onto her arm. Mulan. Quiet and demeanor. Graceful, polite, delicate, refined, poised. She dips her brush in ink and adds one last thing. Always on time. A rooster crows. Mulan looks out the window and quickly gets up. Ah, yeah! Ah, yeah! She rushes out into. Mulan looks around. Little brother! She runs in another direction, blowing on her arm. Little brother! She stops as she spots her dog lying on the ground. Continue. Ah, there you are. On a adorable little stupid dog. Who's the smartest doggy in the world? Come on, smart boy. The dog pants excitedly. Mulan picks up a bag of grain. Ready to do my chores? Trying the bag to his tail and a chicken leg over his head, she opens the door. As the dog chases the chicken leg into the yard, the grain bag breaks, sending the little chicken into a feeding frenzy. Mulan watches, it'll do, and quickly starts to gather teacups. Enter family temple. The hungry dog pursues the leg, running towards the temple. Bai Xiao, Mulan's dignified father, kneels before the ancestral stone, buys and lights incense. Honorable ancestors, please help Mulan impress the matchmaker today. The dog runs in. Second later, the chicken enters, barking at the spilled grain. Please, oh, please help her. Enter family house. Mulan hurries to the temple, stomping to feed her dog. Inside the temple, Baju slowly rises from the floor with the help of his cane. He turns to his beloved tardy daughter. Basha, Mulan, shouldn't you be in the village? Well, first I have to meet someone special for tea. She smiles at him. Vajush tries not to smile, but can't help himself. She got him. On one red teacup among green ones, Mulan's hand reaches in. Ready? Mulan spines the tray as it circles around. They each grab a cup. Bao Xiao holds up the red one. How do you always do that? Bao Xiao smiles and chuckles and stops the tray from spinning. Bao Xiao, as much as I enjoy this, these games must soon end. The time has come for you to carry on the family honor. Mulan look up at him. She wants to please him. Mulan. I won't let you down, Baba. Full of hope, they sip their tea. Mulan came charging out on Khan, a magnificent black horse. Let's go, Khan. She waves at Bao Xiao before leaping over the wall. Wish me luck. Bao Xiao shakes his head. Where does she get it from? Grandmother, a tiny feisty woman, surveys a busy street filled with carts and travelers. She holds up a cage containing a cricket. Okay, cricket, let's see how good you are. With her eyes closed, one step into traffic. All around her vehicle swerve and collide to avoid her. Miraculously, she makes it across. Opening her eyes, she looks at the cricket gleefully. Yep, you are a lucky one. The cricket faints. Finally, Mulan's mother joins her. Where's Mulan? She points to a group of elegantly dressed girls. The other girls have been preparing all morning. There was an accident. She was probably stuck in traffic. Thundering hooves, a cloud of dust, and from within, the mayhem throts. Elegant, seated on Khan, side saddle, holding a parcel. She oblivious to the leaves and blushed elegantly into her hair. Villagers. Mulan approaches her mother. I'm here. You're filthy. Mama, I had to. None of your excuse. You can't be late for the matchmaker's first impression. Are very important. They lead her into the bath shop. The bad baiter looks Mulan over and prepares her for the bath. This is what you give me to work with. Well, honey, I've seen worse. We're going to turn this sow's ear into a silk purse. Mulan sits in the tub, shivering. It's freezing. Finally, it would have been warm if you were here on time. Splash! The batter dumps water onto Mulan. She begins scrubbing her hair. Well, have you washed and dried, pimped and polished till you grow away pride? Trust my recipe for instant bride. You'll bring honor to us all. As Bali starts to wash Mulan's arm, she sees the crib notes. Mulan, what's this? Notes, in case I forget something. Grandma Fa slaps her hand and hands the cricket to Fowley. Hold this. We'll need more luck than I thought. On Mulan's contoured face, as two hairdressers pull and style her hair. Wait and see. When we're through, boys will glad go to war for you. With good fortune and a great hairdo, you'll bring honor to us all. Manon leaves the hairdresser shop. As she heads for her next stop, Mulan smiles at her. A girl can bring her family great honor in one way by striking a good match, and could be the day. Two dressmakers officially wrap Mulan in her gown. Men want girls with good taste, calm, obedient, who work fast-paced, with good breeding and a tiny waist. Mulan gasps, "You'll bring honor to us all." Mulan and Fai Li continue their next stop. Mulan watches as the two little boys play war and two little girls play with dolls. We all must serve our emperor, who guards us from the Huns. Man by bearing arms, a girl by bearing sons. They stop at the fan stall. Fowley tries to teach Mulan how to hold a fan gracefully. Only it flies out of Mulan's hand. Fowley, here's what man can't resist. Hold your fan and give your wrist a twist. Fowley, next time try it with a bit less risk. You'll bring honor to us all. Grandmother's Fa inspects good at a stall. She touches an old stone statue. The head falls off. She quickly places it with a little doll's head. From out of shadow steps a creepy merchant. Oh, Grandma Fa, and what I interest you, tea, perfume. He looks at one furtively, then holds something up. Rent the monkey? The monkey stares at her with a blank smile. Grandma Fa picks up a jade necklace. I want these. They look lucky. The merchant puts the monkey in her face. Monkey merchant. The monkey is lucky. Grandmother Fa holds up the necklace. I want the necklace. How about I make you into a necklace? Makeup artist shop. To make a wind paint Mulan's face. When we're through, you can't fall like a lotus blossom sword and pale. How could any fellow say no sale? You'll bring honor to us all. She holds the mirror up. Mulan is the perfect porcelain vision, like all the other girls expect. She takes a tiny piece of hair and curls it over her forehead. That's better. Fowley unwraps a cloth, revealing a beautiful hair comb. Lovingly, she places it in Mulan's hair. Fowley, there, you're ready. Mulan and her mother shares a warm smile as Grandmother Fa enters her arms full of various good luck charms. Grandmother Fa, not yet. She waddles over and tucks the apple into Mulan's mouth. Grandmother Fa, an apple for serenity, a pendant for balance. She places the jade necklace around Mulan's neck. Grandmother Fa, beads of jade for beauty. You must proudly show it. Now add a cricket just for luck, and even you can't blow it. Grandma Fa tries the cricket to Mulan's waist. Fowley and Grandmother Fa proudly watch as Mulan heads off to meet the matchmaker. Mulan, ancestors, hear my plea. Help me not to make a fool of me, and to not uproot my family tree. Keep my father standing tall. Mulan joins a row of girls approaching the matchmaker's room. Scared than the Undertaker, we are meeting our matchmaker. Destiny guards our girls and our future as it fast unfurls. Please look kindly on these cultured pearls, each a perfect porcelain doll. Please bring honor to us all. The girls bow down with parcels waiting. The matchmaker steps outside, looks at her note and calls out, Fa Mulan. Mulan eagerly looks up and waves, Present. Speaking without permission? Oops. Mulan steps inside as her mother and grandmother look after her apprehensively. Grandmother Fa, who spit in her bean curd, enters scene matchmaker's room. Mulan standing silently as the matchmaker circles her, inspecting. Too skinny. Not good for bearing sons. As she makes notes, the cricket escapes and jumps into the matchmaker's shoulder. Mulan grabs him, tosses him. He hops back onto Mulan's shoulder, her head. He won't leave. As the matchmaker turns to face Mulan, she pops the cricket into her mouth. Matchmaker, recite the final admonition. Mulan is caught. Matchmaker, well, a pause. Then Mulan opens her fan and... Patoo! Spinning out the cricket, now to impress her. Fulfill your duties calmly and... Needing help, she pulls up her sleeve. Respectfully, reflect before your snack. The matchmaker circles her, listening. Quickly, this shall bring you honor and glory. She breathes a sigh of relief. Not so fast, the matchmaker snatches the fan away, looking it over. Finding nothing, she grabs Mulan's arm and leads her off. What the heck? This way, she points to a table set with tea, her hand covered with black ink from Mulan's arm. Now pour the tea. Mulan and matchmaker sit. To please your future in-laws, you must demonstrate a sense of dignity. She rubs her fingers on her face, leaving an ink mustache. Mulan stares and accidentally pours tea onto the table. Matchmaker and refinement continue. Mulan sees the cricket relaxing in the teacup. She panics. Matchmaker, you must also be poised. The matchmaker takes the cup. Pardon me? Matchmaker, and silent. Mulan stuck. She watches as the cricket curls up towards the matchmaker's nose on each inhale. Could I just take that back for a moment? She tugs at the cup. Splash! The tea spills on the matchmaker as the cricket leaps down her dress. Why so fluffy? Notice the cricket. Whoa! Oh! Crash! The matchmaker knocks over and lands in an incense burner. Matchmaker. Wow! Mulan, trying to help, fans the matchmaker's rear with her fan. Her clothes catch fire. Whoa. Village. Fa Li, grandmother Fa, and the villagers listen to hysterical screams and crashing sounds. Mulan bursts outside holding the teapot. The matchmaker follows, still on fire. Continue. Matchmaker, put it out. Splash. Mulan throws tea in the matchmaker's face, dousing the flames. The cricket hops out. Frightening, he jumps back into his little cage. The matchmaker, steaming, turns to Mulan. Matchmaker, he may look like a bride, but you will never bring your family honor. Fa Li and Grandma gather around Mulan. The villagers bow their heads and start to turn away. Villagers, her poor family, what a shame. Mulan listens to the whispers. Mulan leads Khan to the front gate. She sees Bao Zhao smiling, hopefully, at her. She can't break his heart. Ducking behind Khan, she walks off as her father watches. Khan drinks from through. Mulan stands behind him, looking at her reflection in the water. Reflection song. Look at me. I will never pass for a perfect bride or a perfect daughter. Can it be? I'm not meant to play this part. Now I see that if I were truly to be myself, I will break my family's heart. Throughout, Mulan sees her image in the garden pond, in the family temple. Continue, Mulan. Who is that girl I see staring straight back at me? Why is my reflection someone I don't know? Somehow I cannot hide who I am, though I've tried. When will my reflection show who I am inside? Mulan sits quietly under a blossoming tree, trying to fight back tears. Mulan looks up and then hangs her head. Va Xiao sits beside her, taking the beauty of the trees. Va Xiao, my, what a beautiful blossom we have this year. But look, he points to an unopened blossom. This one's late, but I'll bet that when it blooms, he takes Mulan's hair comb from her hand and gently puts it in her hair. It will be the most beautiful of all. Mulan can't help but smile. Large drums in the distance. Fa Xiao rises. Mulan, concerned. What is it? A villager bangs a huge drum as soldiers on horses gallop into them. Inside the Fa gate, Fa Xiao and Fa Li peek into the street. Mulan tries to see. Fa Li, Mulan, stay inside. Grandmother Fa motions towards the wall. You'll get a better roof view from there. Mulan quickly climbs it to see villagers gathered around the soldiers. Shifu, citizens, I bring a problematic from the imperial city. The Huns have invaded China. Mulan reacts. Shocked, the crowd gasps in horror as panic ensues. Crowd, what? The Huns? Shifu reads the emperor's decree. By order of the emperor, one man from every family must serve in the imperial army. The Hsiao family. A middle-aged man steps toward to this notice from a soldier. The Yi family. An old man steps forward, accompanied by his tall, healthy son. Son, I will serve the emperor in my father's place. The son respectfully takes the conscription's notice as Shifu reads the name. The Fa family. Mulan, no! The crowd murmurs. Fa Xiao hands his crane to his wife. Gathering his strength, he steadily walks forward. Fa Xiao, I am ready to serve the emperor. As he prepares to take the notice from the soldier, Mulan runs out into the street. Father, you can't go. Mulan. Please, sir, my father has already fought bravely for the Emperor. Chifu points at her. Silence. You would do well to teach your daughter to hold her tongue in a man's presence. Dasha looks ashamed. Mulan, you dishonor me. Mulan lowers her head. Grandmother Fa starts to lead Mulan away. Report tomorrow to the Wuzong camp. Yes, sir. Valjean walks proudly past Fa Li, refusing to take his cane. The Chu family, Chifu continues. The Chu family, the Wen family, the Chan family. As Mulan, Fa Li and Grandma Fa quietly follow him. Close on a cabinet opening revealing Vajal's magnificent armor and sword. Mulan stands in the hallway, holding a candle. She watches as Vajal holding a candle. She watches as Vajal picks up the sword and gratefully maneuvers it through a series of moves. He handles it well until pain shoots through his leg. Ah! Clang! The sword drops to the ground, grabbing his leg. Raja slowly stands against the wall, clutching his conscription notice. In the hallway, Mulan presses against the wall, anguished. She just seen the fate of her father. She hurries away. Mulan, Fa Zhao, Fa Li, and Grandma silently eat, knowing the fact that this could be their last night together. Finally, Mulan is unable to contain herself. Why isn't anyone saying anything? Mulan. You shouldn't have to go. There are plenty of young men to fight for China. Raja, it is an honor to protect my country and family. So you'll die for honor? I will die. I will die doing what's right. But if you... I know my place. It is time to learn yours. Mulan hurts, runs out of the room. A moment before Vasha slowly sits and resumes eating. Out on the porch, Mulan leans against the post. Rain beats down on the great stone dragon, a magnificent statue. Mulan, lost in thought, sits in the base, staring at her reflection in a puddle. A lightning flash streak across the sky. A clap of thunder roars. Mulan is shaken from her reverie. She looks across the garden at her parents' bedroom window. Her parents' silhouette in the window. Bajao tries to console Fa Li, only she tears away from here. A beat before Bajao blows out a candle, sending the room into darkness. Mulan takes this in as the rain spills down her face. She can't just sit by. She makes her decision. Mulan enters. She lights a stick of incense and places it in a little dragon incense holder. The cricket watches as she says a prayer to her ancestors, then hurries out. He follows her. Hard rain, lightning, thunder. Mulan approaches her sleeping parents and replaces the conscription notice on her father's nightstand with her hair comb. She looks at him tenderly, then leaves. Front room. Mulan removes her father's sword from its sheath and stretches out for her long hair. She pauses for a moment, then slash. She cuts her hair. It spills to the floor. She ties this up, then goes to her father's closet, staring in awe at his armor. She put it on and holds his sword. Shadow falls over Khan. He looks up and whinnies in alarm. Khan's point of view. A warrior stands in the shadows. The figure moves forward, revealing Mulan dressed in her father's armor. Khan stamps the ground. Mulan comforts him, I mean. The cricket watches as Mulan quietly walks Khan out. She turns to take one last look at her house. Seconds later, Mulan and Khan burst through the front gate. Lightning and thunder, the wind slams the gate shut behind them as they gallop into the night. Close on the frightening face of ancestral guardian statue. Grandmother Fa's bedroom. Grandmother Fa bolts up in her bed, her eyes wide terror, another peal of thunder. Grandmother Fa bursts into the room. Mulan is gone. Fa Zhao sits up. What? He sees her hair comb on his nightstand and slowly picks it up. Fa Zhao, it can't be. He runs to his closet. His armor is gone. Lightning, thunder, courtside, hard rain. Fa Zhao runs into the courtyard, still clutching the hair comb. Mulan! He stumbles and falls, then sees something. No! The front gate is banging open and shut. Fali rushes to her husband's side. We must go after her. She could be killed. If I reveal her, she will be. A clap of thunder. Grandmother Fa looks imploringly towards the temple. Ancestors, hear our prayer. Watch over Mulan. A flash of lightning fills the sky. The last wisps of incense burn out as the wind gusts. The Chinese characters on the great stone by glow hot red. Moments later, a ghost materializes on top of the bai. This is the ghost of the first ancestor. He peers at the little dragon incense burner and speaks with a deep, imposing voice that echoes through the temple. Mushu, awaken! Close to the dragon incense burner, trembling at his metal body, transforms into a live dragon and crashes to the ground. This is Mushu, a mini-sized dragon with a deep drive to prove he's as good as any guardian. What he lacks in magical powers, he makes up in charm. He rises out of the incense smoke. I live. So tell me, what mortal needs my protection, great ancestor? You just say the word and I'm there. First ancestor, Mushu. And let me say something. Anybody who's foolish enough to threaten our family, vengeance will be mine. He begins growling and stalking the room, monster-like. Mushu. Mushu stops cold. He looks up to see the first ancestor pointing to a row of stone animals atop pedestal. First ancestor, these are the family guardians. They, Mushu, protect the family. First ancestor, and you, old demoted one? Mushu, I ring the gong. First ancestor, that's right. Now wake up the ancestors. Mushu. One family reunion coming right up. He leaps in front of the crowd of ancestral tablets. Mushu, okay, people, look alive. Let's go, come on, get up, let's move it. Rise and shine. You're all the way past the beauty sleep thing. Trust me. The room fills with the ghosts of the fallen ancestor rising from the tablets, lining both sides of the temple. I knew it, that Mulan was a troublemaker from the start. Don't look at me. She gets it from your family side of the family. She's just trying to help her father. But if she's discovered, Asha would be forever shamed. This honor will come to the family tradition. Value will disintegrate. Ancestors 7 and 8 stand in an American Gothic pose. Not to mention they'll lose that form. Mushu sits back, reading the paper. My children never caused such trouble. They all became and compound acupuncturists. Well, we can't all be acupuncturists. No, your great granddaughter had to be a cross dresser. An opposing male ancestor points to the row of stone. Opposing ancestor points to the row of stone animals. Let a guardian bring her back. An excited murmur sweeps through the room. Ancestor 3 grabs Mushu and his gong, points to the stone animal. Ancestor 3 male, yes, awaken the most cunning. No, the swiftest. No, send the wisest. First silence, the ancestor grows still. We must send the most powerful of all. Mushu, okay, I get the drift. Mushu stands proudly on his pedestal. I'll go. The ancestor bursts into to laughter. Y'all don't think I can do it? Watch this here. He blows a tiny little flame from his mouth. Oh, jump back. It's pretty hot, huh? First ancestor, you had your chance to protect the Fa family. Your misguidance led Dafang to disaster. Fa Dan, an ancestor holding his hand in his hands, glares at Mushu. Yeah, thanks a lot. Mushu, and your point is the first ancestor appears beside Mushu, floating in mid-air. The point is we will be sending a real dragon to retrieve Mulan. Mushu, what, who you calling? I'm a real dragon, first ancestor. You're not worthy of this spot. You never will be. First ancestor, now awaken the great stone dragon. He throws Mushu out the door, a beat before Mushu pokes his head back in. Mushu, so you get back to me on the job thing? A gong flies through the air, hitting Mushu in the face. First ancestor rubs his temple and sighs. Mushu starts down to the great stone dragon. Mushu, frustrated, just one glance. Is that too much to ask? I mean, it's not like I'll kill you. Mushu walks up to the enormous stone dragon, perched on a crumbling pedestal and starts banging his gong. Mushu, yo, Rocky, wake up. You got to go. Fetch Mulan. Come on, boy. Go get her. Go on. Mushu throws his mallet over his shoulder and starts to climb the dragon. Mushu, growling. No response. Mushu hits the dragon ear with his gong. Mushu, hello. Off huge whack. Hello. The dragon's ear comes loose in his head. Mushu, uh-oh. He tried to stick the ear back on, but it's hopeless. The great stone dragon crumbles, taking Mushu down with it. As the dust clears, Mushu coughs and peers at the great stone's dragon face, the only piece intact. Mushu, Stony. Oh man, they're gonna kill me. Great stone dragon, Mushu freezes then sees. The first ancestor at the window of the family temple. Have you awakened? A beat before the head of the great stone dragon pops up from the bushes. Mushu struggles to hold it steady, and he lowers his voice and assumes a persona. Allah, the great and powerful Oz. He waggles the stone face as he speaks. Mushu, yes. I just woke up. I am the great stone dragon. Good morning. I'll go forth and fetch Mulan. Did I mention that I was the great stone dragon? First ancestor, go. The fate of the family rests in your hands. Claws, I should say. Mushu, don't even worry about it. I will not lose face. He loses his grasp on the face and rolls down the hill. Mushu's still holding on. Ow, Smash! He lands beside the great stone dragon's pedestal.